Boston Globe today has a really solid explanation of why everyone's gas bill went through the roof. And I thought it'd be worth mentioning for those listeners that live in Massachusetts. But frankly, other states are seeing a lot of the same thing. And I think it has a lot of people scratching their heads a little bit. Not me, because like I still live in the 1960s, a giant truck pulls up to my house every few weeks and fills my house with home heating oil, which is... It makes me so frustrated that I cannot get natural gas where I live. They don't have piping
How often
to
do you
my
get
house.
deliveries?
Probably pretty frequently. I don't know. I don't burn through 500 gallons every few weeks, so I guess it's probably more distant than that. But it seems that is that frequent because of how big my bills are. But nonetheless, if you're taking a look at your gas breakdown and wondering what exactly has been going on here, National Grid at least breaks your bill off of three different factors, and it's a source of confusion in terms of where this goes. So there's three different billing factors that all get multiplied by your consumption. There's gas delivery, gas supply, and then something called the distribution adjustment. So gas delivery, pretty simple. You're paying to use the pipes and all the infrastructure that these companies need to get the gas to your boiler. It also covers personnel, overhead, profit, and that factor was up a little bit, but only about 2.8% compared to last year. So that number pretty much up with inflation, as you might anticipate. Supply factor came in a little bit higher. That's the amount of gas that you actually burn. That supply factor came in at 0.85, which is 4.2% higher than last winter. Bigger increase, but not all that substantially. And then finally, this distribution adjustment. That distribution adjustment is 10 times higher than inflation. Came in at 41% higher than last winter. Where does that all go? Well, that specifically, according to National Grid themselves, includes customers' contribution to local energy and environmental programs. Have you heard of Mass Save? Probably, we all have. This is where that portion is going. And so when you take a look at your bill and figure out, where this stuff is going, a lot of it is actually going to that one single source of the Mass Save program, which is getting a 25% budget increase this year. And so it's not nat gas prices going through the roof. It's not these companies getting greedy and saying we're taking a much larger profit. It is legislators deciding, hey, we want to fund this program to offer people rebates to increase their efficiency or whatever the Mass Save program does. I know there's a lot of different features where you can get new insulation and all sorts of stuff to make your home more efficient.
They pay for my thermostats every time I break one.
There you go. And so you are taking advantage of the system there, but that's where a lot of this
you get 3 a
is
year.
going, and I didn't really know that.
I didn't know that either. This is excellent reporting, as you say. So some of it was just bad timing, Mike, right? Decisions were made at under a different set of pricing circumstances. Mm-hmm. And I guess that once you put that in motion, you can't delay or reverse it.
Yeah.
Now would be a nice time to.
And there's been a lot written about how this was really rapid. It all came during the winter, and those bills are way higher. And so the companies have put off some of these increases and lowered them in certain areas, but it's all been under the assumption that they're going to be able to bump up those prices higher in the summer when people are using less nat gas and therefore don't care as much. It's not, like I said, it's not these companies being greedy. It's the contributions to Mass Save that are actually driving these gas prices through the roof when it comes to your home heating gas.